Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing? Yay! There's Cody. Yay! We got the tech covered. If everybody can find a seat, we'll begin. This is the San Marcos Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. My name is Carol Horton, and I'm the music director here, and I'll be the song leader today as well. It requires effort from many people to create this time and place for us to worship together. We want to thank Gregory Ross and Teresa Russett for sharing their musical talents today. We're going to also thank Gary and Jeannie, and I think it was mainly Gary and Jeannie back there greeting people, and Mike and Dan and Cody perhaps for running tech. Oh, hi, Mark and Mike. Sounds like a radio show. Barbara and Karen for preparing our refreshments for after the service. And all the people who set this room up this morning so that we would have a beautiful place to be together and share our love and our values and sing some songs and hear some stories. Our worship leader today is Rev Nell Newton, and most of you know her. She's our part-time minister. In addition to preaching twice each month, she supports our leaders and provides pastoral care for our members. She lives in Austin with her family, her 2 cats, and too many chickens. If you worship here regularly, welcome. If you're visiting, welcome. If you haven't been to church for a while, welcome. If you're looking for a safe place after being hurt by the church, welcome. If you've never been in church before, welcome. Wherever you are in your spiritual, religious, and personal journey, you are welcome here in this safe, free, and open community of seekers, finders, and doers. I do have a few announcements this morning. Fanfare, confetti, joyful noise. The group formerly known as Smooth Choir is now the Music Circle, M-U-U-S-I-C. Our music ministry is getting a fresh look. In the past, we've focused primarily on choral music with piano and bass accompaniment. From time to time, we've also been fortunate to include other instruments in our services, such as strings, bless you, percussion, and more. The Music Circle invites you to bring your instrument and make music with us, whatever you play. If you don't have an instrument but would still like to join the fun, we also have a variety of handheld percussion instruments for you to use. Or if you'd like to come and practice with us in the morning to get familiar with the hymns we're going to be singing, that would be great too. And of course, we want those choir members back. We're going to start our rehearsals Sunday, September 6th at 10 a.m. down the hall in the double room. Come be part of the music, the creativity, and the joy. And speaking of music, last Sunday was our last Sunday to have Wyatt McCarthy at the piano. He's moving to Houston to further his career. Now we're searching for another pianist to work with the Music Circle. If you play the piano or know someone who does, please pick up one of our flyers on the front table. Any help in spreading the word is most appreciated. I also need to let any parents here know that our children's teacher's not here today. and there won't be anyone to care for the kids after our time for all ages. However, the children are always allowed outside in the playground as long as they're supervised, or they are welcome to play with the things on the end of the room. And there are coloring tools usually on one of the tables.
They're in the other room.
Oh, she'll get them. Okay. So make yourselves comfortable and let us enter a time of worship. And the words for lighting our chalice. Life is a gift for which we are grateful. We gather in community to celebrate the joys and mysteries of this great gift.
Under the sweep of the sky and held up by the span of earth, let us bear witness to the beauty of this day and celebrate our love of this world. In other words, let us worship together. And please rise in body and or spirit to sing together our opening hymn, number 1020 in your hymnal, Woyaya, the teal hymnal.
Yes, thank you. Go ahead and advance one. There we go. Good. We are going, heaven knows where we are going, but we know within, and we will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there, but we know we will. It will be hard, we know, and the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there, but we know we will. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. We are going, heaven knows where we are going, but we know within, and we will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there, but we know we will. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah, 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 oh yeah, 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 oh yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you. Now, it is time to say our spoken covenant together. Let me find the right page. Hold on. Aha, there we go. I should know this by now. Ready? Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To treat each other and the earth gently, to celebrate our differences and cherish what we share, to work together for justice and the common good, and to keep our mind always open to new possibilities. Thus do we covenant with one another. You may have a seat. The offering is a sacrament of our free church. You may give electronically as described on the screen, or donate as we pass the plate during the offertory music. But before we do that, I invite Shannon Fitzpatrick to come down and tell us about this month's recipient of Donate the Plate.
Thank you.
Shannon Fitzpatrick here. I lead up the Donate the Plate team, which is part of social justice. The Donate the Plate has been going on since almost the beginning of this fellowship for over a quarter of a century. It is a deep part of what we do, and it's important for us to all participate however we can. It's a visible part of our walking the walk. Our team only meets once or twice a year, so if you are interested in joining, we would love to have you only meet by Zoom. You can do it. Please let me know. See me after church. This month's recipients for Donate the Plate, for which we have been supporting for over a decade, is the Bobcat Pride Scholarship Fund. But they do so much more for that and the LGBTQIA plus population around here. They're the only ones who do it around here, and we are very happy to have selected them. Please welcome Leslie and Morgan.
Hi, so I'm Morgan. I am the Community Engagement Fund Director of Bobcat Pride Scholarship Fund.
And my name is Leslie. I am our Internal Communications Director. So a little bit about us. The Bobcat Pride Scholarship Fund provides monetary support to emerging adults 18 to 25 who are LGBTQ plus IA plus residing in Hays County. We just celebrated our 16th birthday in April.
So the three main initiatives that we have is our emergency stabilization funding, which gives $400 one-time donations to individuals who meet our criteria. So they live in Hays County, they have an emergency, and they are LGBTQ between 18 to 25. That's a population we've identified who often do not have familial support to turn to for when they have those emergencies, like their hours are getting cut at work, so now they can't make rent. Their car had a major issue, so now they get that repaired, but now maybe they won't be able to pay rent or get to work to pay their rent. And so that is where the majority of our funds have been focused. But we also have academic scholarships and paid internships that we also award to members of our community as well.
Our volunteer board are passionate about serving our community and provide these programs through the generosity of donors like you. So our latest donor impact report is on the back table, but it shows how 90% of our funds that we raise are distributed directly to the community. So we try to keep our overhead as low as possible so that all of that money is actually going into the community. Our last fiscal year, we awarded $39,155 to 101 recipients for our emergency stabilization fund. So those are, like she said, those young people that are in crisis. That's what that money has gone to.
And that has been an 8% increase in need from last fiscal year. And so the trend is that the economy is getting a little bit harder to navigate. And so with each year, we see an increased demand from our population. And so through partnerships and donors and dedicated members of our community like you all, we are able to help meet those needs. So thank you.
Yeah.
I can talk a little bit more about the economic justice program that we do with emergency stabilization. So that's a program that I run. This year alone, we've had 41 people who have applied and then received the emergency stabilization award. So since 2026, that has been $16,774. We are on track again to exceed our awards from last year. And we are still working to safely invest our funds that we have been given so that it can increase over time and that we can use those dividends to then give back to the community as well.
Yeah. Like Sharon said, you guys have been supporting us for over a decade, and we appreciate your generosity. We appreciate the fact that you've chosen us again to be part of the Pass the Plate program. And so if you want to get involved, come talk to us at the back table, but just know that we are eternally grateful for how you are helping us help the community.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Today's the day that all donations go to Bobcat Pride. After that, the rest of the month, you can still donate, but you'll need to mark your donation to go directly to them. Thank you.
So today, anything in the plate goes to Bobcat Pride.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. and what's on the other side. Rainbows are visions, illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the mothers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it, and look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing, and what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, they know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? Have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that called the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it as something I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da da dee da dum da, da 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 dee da da dum da.
All blessings upon you as givers, and all blessings upon your gifts. Now, I think we lost our kids.
Yes. Can you go back and it's gonna be so cool.
It's going to be fun for y'all too, okay? Okay, goody, 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 goody. Come on. Okay. We're going to sing and dance. We're going to sing and dance together up here, okay? All right, and we're all going to learn a song together. Here you are, friend. Woo-hoo. We're going to learn the Happy Self song together. See, we're already happy. Come on, friends. Yes. Yes, I'm on it. Come on.
Yeah,
Yes. It's song and dance time.
song and dance, song and dance.
Here's what we're going to do. And you can stand up if you want to. But I'm going to sing a few words, and then you all will sing them back, and then we'll sing them all together, okay? Okay, so here we go. Every single cell inside my body.
Every single cell inside my body.
Every single cell is happy and well.
Every single cell is happy and well.
Let's sing it all together, okay?
Every single cell inside my body. Every single cell is happy and well.
There, go ahead.
Good.
Yeah, okay. We're going to dance too. Want to do it one more time? Okay.
Every single cell inside my body. Every single cell is happy and well.
Now there's another part. I'm so glad every single cell.
I'm so glad every single cell
In my body is happy and well.
I'm so glad every single cell in my body is happy and well.
Let's sing this whole thing.
Every single cell inside my body, every single cell is happy and well. I'm so glad every single cell in my body is happy and well.
You like it? This is fun? Okay, we're going to sing. The adults are going to sing it now, and you can go on to the next activities. You can do coloring, or play on the playground, or whatever you like to do with somebody helping you, okay?
Okay.
All right, people, are we ready? It's on sign.
Every single cell inside my body, every single cell is happy and well. Every single cell inside my body, every single cell is happy and well. I'm so glad every single cell, every single body is happy and well. I'm so glad every single cell in my body is happy and well.
Here's a prayer. Spirit of love and life, here am I, only able to see a small part of the wonder, and yet able to see enough to know that another world is possible, a world where all know they are beloved, a world where all live as though they are part of something holy, a world where we share and where we are one another's salvation from disconnection and despair. Spirit, be my companion as I live and love the hell out of this world. May it be so. Blessed be. Amen.
And now our, excuse me, yes, let us sing our meditation on breathing. That's okay. I don't know this. That's okay. I don't know. Thanks. Thank you. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. Oh.
Oh, boop, boop, boop. Boop, ding, dang it, I said boop.
Dang, I might be faster.
You might. There's the boop. There you go.
Thank you. Together we triumphed over technology. This is a reading from the Hebrew Scriptures, Micah chapter 6, verses 6 through 8. What God requires. With what shall I come before the Lord and bow myself before God on high? Shall I come before him with burnt offerings, with calves a year old? Will the Lord be pleased with thousands of rams, with 10,000s of rivers of oil? Shall I give my firstborn for my transgression, the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul? He has told you, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you but to do justice, and to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God.
I think it's good sometimes to go back and remember where the phrase do justice comes from. I think. Okay. I've said this before, but it bears repeating. Being an observant Unitarian Universalist is neither convenient nor easy. Done wholeheartedly, it requires regular work. And the same goes for being an observant Christian or Jew or Muslim or Buddhist. And yes, there are plenty of folks who take a less demanding path in all of these traditions, including Unitarian Universalists. But generally speaking, our religious tradition asks a lot of us. If we're going to value generosity, which we say we do, we have to consider what we might give of ourselves, either to others or to something larger than the self. If we value interdependence, which we say we do, we have to examine all the ways that we are connected and inevitably affect others. If we value equity, which we say we do, we have to acknowledge that power hoarding hurts all of us. And if we value pluralism, which we say we do, we have to accept that nature prefers diversity and that people are going to be people-y. And that one is so very hard for those of us who like to be right, which is all of us. And if we value justice, which we say we do, we're going to have to figure out what that looks like in different situations. I haven't gotten to the values about transformation and love, and I'm already ready for a nap. It's hard work. The good news is that done well, we include times for rest. Well, more on that in a bit, okay? The theology and the history underpinning all of these values runs something like this. As Universalists, we recognize that an all-loving God calls us to love and protect one another from others who would attempt to create hell on earth. As Unitarians, we are considered to be gifted by God, and our work is to fully develop our abilities of reason and creativity and to flourish, and also to dismantle any human-made systems that prevent flourishing for all. And this isn't easy. But this theology is what drove earlier Unitarians and Universalists to the forefront of social justice movements to abolish slavery and to demand equal protection for all people under the law. And this is why we welcome people who are queer and neurodivergent and have disabilities and ask a lot of questions and hug trees and wear nail polish and don't wear nail polish. We do, we welcome them. Yeah, okay. But when we need to explain our value of justice, we can simply refer to the bylaws of the Unitarian Universalist Association of Congregations, which uses these words. To explain the value of justice, we work to be diverse, multicultural, beloved communities where all feel welcome and can thrive. We covenant to dismantle racism and all forms of systemic oppression. We support the use of inclusive, democratic processes to make decisions within our congregation, our association, and society at large. Now look closer. There's two parts. The first is the goal, what we're working towards, to be diverse, multicultural congregations. And then the second part is what we're going to do to reach that goal. And we're going to dismantle oppression, all right? We're going to do that. And how? We don't have explicit directions, but we will work using the democratic process. Okay, see that? It's a stated goal and some clear process. And if anyone asks, what's the UUA agenda? Well, this is part of it. What's your agenda? Well, here, let's just turn to page 13 of it. Okay, because there's not a lot that's really prescriptive in these words, it still leaves a lot up to the individual congregations. Because remember, these are the bylaws of the Unitarian Universalist Association and guidelines for our member congregations. It does not mean that every single Unitarian Universalist must get up every day and rage against oppression. Right? This is not the work of solo practitioners. It's a group effort. But in doing this work as a group, it tends to shape who we are as individuals, how we conduct ourselves in the larger world, who we are and who we are becoming. Here in this congregation, we identify ourselves as people who are seekers, finders, and doers, all right? However, it's not really clear if every single one of us has to be a seeker and a finder and a doer. I suspect that some of us are more of one than the other sometimes, and that's okay. It reminds me of a story in the Jewish Talmud. Some rabbis were sitting around, and as is their habit, they fall to arguing over which is greater, learning or doing. Rabbi Tarfon says, doing. And everybody agrees and nods because living in this world takes effort. But then Rabbi Akiva pipes up and argues that learning is greater because learning leads to doing. As Rabbi Danya Ruttenberg explains it, and I quote, when we take time to increase our knowledge and understanding, we do better, we're more inspired, more impactful, better of service, all those around us and ourselves. And of course, Maya Angelou put it even more simply when she taught us, do the best you can until you know better. And then, when you know better, do better. Okay? All right, so now we have the goals and we have some guidelines. But if we're going to be doers, we're still going to need some steps to follow. There are a lot of good ideas, but here's the ones I really like. Slide, please. Listen, but listen, act, reflect, repeat. Here's what I mean. Before you do anything, listen carefully to learn and consider what is really going on. That person yelling, are they happy? Angry? Did they just stub their toe? Is this a situation that needs a response or action? Is this a situation that needs you to provide that response or action? Is this something you could do alone, or do you need others? This is the time, the listening time, to ask, can I be of help? And let others tell you. Listen to them. If their answer is yes, then move to the next step. Act. Do the thing. Help the person who tripped and fell get back on their feet. Rescue the ducklings that fell down in the sewer drain. Pick up that trash. Show up at city council. Shelter a refugee. Write a letter to the incarcerated person. Hang the sheets to dry on the line. Do the thing that you might not have done unless you had first listened. And then after you've done the thing, it's time to reflect. And honestly, this is the part that some folks want to skip. They feel like the world is going to end if they stop with the doing, even for a moment. There is no time to stop. That's also an aspect of white supremacy culture, but we'll talk about that later. Reflecting is essential. We have to stop the action, pause for a bit, and reflect on the results of our actions. Did the outcome match our intention? Did things get better or worse? Did we make some new friends who taught us something to change our perspective on the situation? Or did we hurt some feelings, step on some toes, offend somebody because we didn't quite know? The time of reflection is the time to incorporate new insights, adjust our plans, and rest a moment. Remember, when we are trapped in white supremacy culture, rest is resistance. And so, after a little rest, repeat. Go back out, listen again, and do the thing again. You might think that you don't really have to do all that listening again, right? You already listened. But since then you might have met some new folks, and it's good to listen to them as well, so that when you go do the thing again, you might do it differently now that you know what is needed, what to expect, who you're going to meet. The people you served soup to might have explained that they need more salt in the soup because of this hot weather. And socks. They need socks. Socks were not part of your original plan, but maybe socks are needed more than soup. You will be doing, but more importantly, you will be doing within relationship. Also, I know that listening part is very humbling. It reminds us that we don't always know the very best way, the only way, the fastest way. Because sometimes the best way is slower. The best way includes mistakes. Sometimes what's best for me is not the best way for the person I intend to help. And that's why the listening and reflecting keeps us from making a situation worse. Okay, so listen, act, reflect, repeat. It's a good strategy, but don't skip any of the steps. Okay. Now, what about those of us who are simply not able to do as much as others? Are we still welcome here at the San Marcos Unitarian Universalist Fellowship? If I can't be a doer, should I go find another church? No. Oh heavens. I'm afraid this has happened a few times. So I'm standing here to tell you that not all individual Unitarian Universalists have to do all the time. For some of us, for some of us, showing up is enough, right? Getting the kids' shoes on and getting here is enough. And I'm going to tell you that showing up as a person of color in a majority white space, showing up as a woman in a male-dominated profession, showing up as disabled in a space that expects able-bodied, showing up while being treated for an illness, showing up can take so much damn work that it counts as courageous doing. And just in case you think some of those conditions are all theoretical, no, they're my reality. Which is why some of the hardest social justice work I do is showing up. It can be exhausting to be a short, multiracial female with illness and invisible disabilities. And sometimes I just need a cup of tea when I get here. This morning I needed a donut too. Maybe you did as well. I'm telling you all of this to gently push back on the narrative that we are all doers in a certain way. And that doers go out and change the world out in public, maybe loudly. Some of us change the world by writing a letter or simply offering another person a cup of tea. That is enough. And it requires the same steps as any other justice work. Listen, would you like a cup of tea? Act. Here is the tea. Would you like some sugar with that? Reflect. How is the tea? Are you feeling better? Repeat. Would you like another cup? The gentlest way is often the way that makes the change closest to our hearts. Do not fear that you are insufficient to the work. You are enough as you are. Seeking and finding and doing as a group means that no one person has to save the world. It means that we will take the slow way to include more folks, more diverse ways of being. And for me, that sounds like heaven on earth. And that's a deep and beautiful theology. May it be so. Blessed be. Amen. And now let us have our closing hymn. "1010" in your hymnal.
In the teal hymnal, 1010, it's we give thanks. thanks for this precious day, for all gathered here and those far away, for time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. Oh, we give thanks for the old and young, for the time of wonder, joy and fun, for all we give as we grow and live. Oh, we give thanks for the old and young. Thank you all for being here today, and I want to invite you to stay afterwards, and we'll enjoy some refreshments here. After that, the foodies, which are anyone who wants to join to go have lunch after our coffee time. No, it's at the Pita Shop out Ranch Road 12, and that's they're switching months. So today starts Pita Shop for a month. So if you have any questions about how to get there or anything, speak to Jeannie, and feel free to join in the fun. Let's say these words together for extinguishing the chalice. We extinguish the chalice here that it might glow gently in our hearts. May it light our path as we leave this place. May it guide our way until we are together again.
As you go out into this world, please take these words with you. You are lovely. You are loving. And you are loved. Go in peace. Blessed be.